Hello, hello, hello. This is Wallcrawl, back with our All Achievements Guide, and today we're attempting the Pantheon of Hallownest with the, which binding is this? This is the shell binding. So let me show you two different charm options. Now, this particular charm option is positive because, you're going to have Unbreakable Strength just because it's the best thing in the game. And then you have Hive Blood. And Hive Blood because by this point, while you're doing the Pantheon of Hallownest and deciding to do it with bindings, you probably just don't take hits just all the time. And so what happens there is you get hit, and a lot of times you have enough time just elapses to where the Hive Blood recuperates itself. So it can help a whole lot. Now, even then, I still recommend Unbreakable Heart because you would only have 4 little masks, little hive masks. So that can be really difficult, especially at the end game when like Nightmare King Grim and the Pure Vessel and stuff like that, they're taking 2. So, and I would round that out. This would give you an extra 1 on up to 6. And then Spell Twister would just allow you to do a little bit more casts of your damage because you're losing Shaman Stone damage, you're losing Quick Slash damage, and things like that. So this putting Hive Blood in is something that people have had a whole lot of success with. It may really work for you. Give it a try. Maybe even give it a try on doing the shell run in one of the normal Pantheons. For me, though, so I'm not limited on my abilities. I'm going to go ahead and go with what's a little more comfortable for me. I'm going to go with my Shaman Stone, my Quick Slash, and then I'm going to grab up my Soul Catcher. Just going to do... No, I'm sorry. I'm going to get my Unbreakable Heart as my final 2. So I will not have 4, I will have 6. All right, let's go do this. Upstairs we go. And yeah, ready to start. Now, I don't know if you've been following around on some of my other videos. I'll just assume you may have not seen them, so I may give some of the same advice. This you don't necessarily fight too much differently. You just have to be a little more careful. So we're doing the shell binding, and we're going to begin. Now, first off is the Vengefly Kings, and you're going to make sure you jump to the right, and you're going to try to get rid of this right one that has less health as fast as possible. So you can, if you can keep track of it, that's great. I think he's still the one over here on this left side. Yes, there we go. So we got rid of him, and now we can kind of have a little bit more leeway to heal back up, and then we just have the normal Vengefly King fight. So it's not too bad. My favorite way of doing it is to jump over and get that Abyss Shriek in to get a whole lot of massive damage in on the Vengefly King. Some people can really manage just pogoing them up there in the corner. I haven't ever found that to really work for me. I haven't spent a lot of time on it. I'm just comfortable with it this way. But I bet you could make it work if you spend a little time on it. All right, next is the Gruzmother. I try to get under the Gruzmother and release Abyss Shrieks, and then just kind of stay. Don't chase her too much. Abyss Shrieks are the thing she really, really, really hates. So, there we go. Not too crazy so far. All right. Just wail on this guy. Refuel a bit. I want to go ahead and get all my soul up, or at least most of it. Yeah, that'll be good for now. An Abyss Shriek, go to the middle and Abyss Shriek, and I would warp out and then Soul Blast him to the side. Okay, get 2 of those. Pow, pow, pow. Abyss Shriek. Abyss Shriek. Pow, pow. And he's on the ground. Now I can go ahead and finish him off and use the remaining time to top off my soul. He and the failed champion, if you just keep tapping them when they're on the ground, intermittently you can heal and get soul back. Just he will never stand back up as long as you keep shooting him or tapping him with your nail. I like to dash through and shoot them if they go through the top. This one you can just hit a little slower than your quick slash allows, and you can go ahead and just prevent it from moving forward. And on to Hornet. Protector. I step up right here and then do upward slashes. Alright. Ouch. I knew that was coming. I kind of like walked right into that one, didn't I? Okay, yeah, good. Go ahead and get a heal. Okay. Whenever she does this, I like to shoot her with soul after she comes down. Good old combinations of the of a hit followed by a soul blast. It's a really good attack for Hornet Protector. Alright, just keep on going. It's Gorb time. I do my great slashes with Gorb. And try not to just jump right up into his nails. Or whatever those are. It's going to be how many before he rotates? That was 2. This is 3. 4. So 4 and he rotates. And I think another 4 and he switches again. 1. 2. 3. 4. Yep. I think this one's 5. 1. I don't think that one counted. Darn. Kind of got off. 2. 3. 4. I think the only reason I didn't have to do 5 is because I got that one little single hit on Gorb. Alright. Get him out of the ground, the Dung Defender, by just desolate diving downward. If he starts to dig like that, you can kind of hop up into the air, and then you can pogo him as he swims back up. Anytime he goes down, if you have the soul to do it, just desolate dive him right out. A lot of times he lands on his back, and you hit him several times, and you pretty much get your soul back that it took to get him out of the ground. So, it's a good move. Alright. I go ahead and, if you don't have Quick Slash here, I would probably lean into using your Great Slashes. But, otherwise, I decide not to and use a Quick Slash on him. He also does not like, the Shade Soul. Alright, give me my 2 heals back. He doesn't have a lot of time to heal after him, so. It's Tiso! Oh no! Oh, bye Tiso. Okay, so my favorite thing to do here is the Cyclone slashes on this guy. And then off to the side, I do my Shade Soul. That does a good job of getting you your soul back. The Cyclone slashes do so. All right, you're toast, my man. And bleh. Okay. Now, if you get up underneath them and they jump through 1, 2, 3 and dash away. And pogo him. He's going to jump in the air, I think. He really telegraphs that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and dream nail those guys. And now I move into my great slash, my little rainbow hop away. Hop away, pow. Hop away, pow. Hop away, pow. And just keep that pattern up as you kind of hop over their attacks. And you can press forward too, like towards them. And that will force them to kind of slightly retreat so they don't get you further and further trapped in the wall. See how I'm kind of moving forward a bit. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a healing time. I'm going to use a desolate dive to sneak out from not being trapped in between them. Pop. Yep. Ooh. Got to step. They're not letting me step them forward very well. There we go. I got a little headway on him right there. Okay, I'm going to desolate dive right there. Now, I'm going to shoot him a couple times. There we go. We're done. Now, shooting them with Shade Soul Blasts, it's good. The only problem with it is if one of them decides to do a nail art, the way it functions is one of them will do their nail art while the other one just defends. And so if you attack the one that's defending, they'll rejoin the fight. So it can be, you know, that can make those particular sections more difficult, but to have to deal with both of them fighting you. So sometimes you can blast out a Shade Soul as one of them is just now starting, so the other one jumps you, and it's a little difficult. But it does hit them a whole lot because they're both kind of down at ground level. All right, for him, I just zero. I just step forward out of the way. I watch it spinny spin, and then I kind of step to the side. Jump up. He does not like the Shade Blasts. You just have to be aware of how the nail returns to him. Like I have to jump over this one. All right, now they're coming faster. Just step out of the way, poke him in the toe as he comes across. Tried to get him once. I might. Okay. Wow, that was close. All right. And he is done. Dunsies, dunsies. All right. When he screams and calls stuff from the sky, I try to jump up. That tends to give me a little more maneuverability. He got me twice. That's frustrating. And then otherwise, I just kind of jump up in the air and avoid. You can always dash through him now that we have Shade Soul, so that's good. Stay on the bottom here, and you can light him up with Abyss Shrieks when he's over the top of you. All right, he's toast. I hold on to a Great Slash. He's going to come down somewhere between 4 and 10 times, I believe, and smash at me. I don't dash until he basically commits to start coming down. And then I just choose to go back and forth. And sometimes he does a little fake out. I avoid it and... pooey. Avoid it and hit him with an Abyss Shriek. That's if he's up at the top. You can also just avoid it and poke him in the toe. Probably should have done that. It's good to have Soul against the Obobbles, so you can use your Shade Blast to keep them back and away. Now, once you get one of them down, you can jump in and start coming at them with your Great Slashes. That is not how I would recommend doing it. Okay, try to get in my 2 heals. That was a little messy for me, but anyway, this is a time, and the Obbobbles likely took it out of you a bit. If you want to slow play until he's down, this gives you a time to heal. If he's on the bottom part of the wall and throws, you can get a good heal in. I try to kind of catch up at this point if the Obbobbles made my life difficult, which they certainly can. I think I call them the Obbobbles, the Oblobbles, so whatever those dudes are. Okay, now we're dealing with all of them. Try to stay in between here and here, and lots of pogos. Abyss Shrieks are like their least favorite thing. When they get on the wall. Lots of pogoing. Abyss Shrieking. Woo! Right through the middle. This, whenever they come across like that, I always follow that up with a Desolate Dive. It can get a lot of damage into... Well, maybe not a lot of damage, but it can get damage into all 3 of them to some capacity. Alright, so we got one of them down. So, you know, one of the things that's really fun about this fight is that it gets, you know, exceptionally easier the more of them are gone. So, yeah, if you don't just, like, step off in the spikes. I'm being a little careless there. Okay, but now it's break time. Make sure you get yourself a bow in. You gotta be respectful. And now you got all your lifeblood to help you out. Hopefully you have all of it. There it is. Don't want to not get that one. Do a little splashy if you want. Play around on the water, and off we go. Next wave. Okay, it is Marmu time. Darn, I hate it when Marmu does not go backward. I'm getting all like really quiet. Marmu drives me crazy in this. He's not like he's the hardest. He can jump in his mouth. He's not the hardest thing, but Callie, he can really pick away at your lifeblood there in the beginning, and it's can be super frustrating. Sometimes I just spam, come to the side and just spam my quick slash, and a lot of times it works. Ah, golly, a lot of times it works real good. That time it didn't, but other option is going hitting him a few times and then going down below and Abyss Shrieking, just as you have the Abyss Shrieks available. Yeah, you're not gonna do your little thing. There we go. He was done. When he does that too, you can hit him a couple times, Desolate Dive. You'll have some iframes, and you'll hit him, and then just kind of keep doing that. Try not to lean in on spamming him too much. Try to get 2 Abyss Shrieks in on Galleon. The best attack against Galleon is Abyss Shrieks. So if you can just control that big one and bounce it back and forth, and then hit him with the Abyss Shrieks as you're kind of comfortably on one side and waiting for it to come back. Now for him, I hop away, and I either Great Dash Slash back, darn, no, or I hop through the red one that he does, and do a Cyclone Slash. Usually when he does the yellow, I don't try to like put in too much damage. I just try to hop over it. You can go hurt him, but for me, I don't worry about it. I just hop. Also, I've seen people do kind of the same strategy as I'm doing, but they like dash slash and then get another hit in. So that is possible. All right. And now it's break time again. We're kind of building a little bit of a supply of extra lifeblood, so that's good. All right. And now it's the Hive Knight. As he steps away. Ah, pooey. If he disappears, you kind of know you need to hop up and then you can kind of double back. And if he disappears, I just hop up, and then wherever he appears, I do like a second jump and go and pogo him. Now this Elder Who should be a good time to refuel a little bit, some health. Like when he does that and drags him in from the side, that's a good time to dash over here and get one heal in. Because after fighting the Hive Knight is definitely not an easy foe, so you likely might need a couple heals to kind of catch up and then and feel more comfortable as you keep going. All right, and if you have all your soul and stuff, then you can jump up and shoot across this plane right here through the middle and know that you'll hit him. All right, now you'll dash once on up into the collector, hit him once. I'm gonna hit him again and then Abyss Shriek as he goes up and just wail on him. Now at this point we're not doing a nail binding, so our nail is strong enough to just hit and kill the enemies as they come down. When you stagger him, a really good thing to do is the Cyclone Slash. But anyways, your nail is strong enough to hit these things as they come down and one-shot them, so you don't have to worry about great slash technique or anything like you do on the nail binding, the charms binding, you know. If they get too many of them and you're away from them, just go ahead and, like I just did, and just clean the floor with a Soul Blast. You ought to have the soul available, just because there's not many times to heal, and you gotta, if you're not killing those jars that are coming down, you're in a lot of trouble. So if I get far enough away, I can spam those to the side. I'm gonna get right here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hold down a Great Slash and get the Cyclone in. Yikes. The Cyclone Slash is a good way to do it if you have any weakening of your nail, but if you don't, you might just want to lean in on just popping him in the face. Now where he will come right to where you are, as he hits the wall, he bounces, so you can kind of lure him in, and then just kind of dash right out of the way, and then you'll be right in front of him. I always hit Grim, so I know he's gonna pufferfish up there. And darn all, Grim, come on. I was hoping to. All right, I wasn't in the right place to punish him on this pufferfish and get an Abyss Shriek there, but that's okay. Just watch for that bottom level. Little double hop, hippity hop, pogo and swap. Heal if you need it. Heal. Step in and go after him if you can. If you need heals, that's a good time to heal. And if you do not need heals and get to hit him while he's the little bat flying around, you probably will, he'll probably be going to a pufferfish phase right afterwards. So you can be, oh my goodness, didn't expect that. He has hit me several times, little goober. All right, but he's close to done. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I just want to like, I'm gonna kill him. I am really frustrated with Grim. I don't know why he's giving me such a hard time. The lifeblood would be good for me to have, and yet I'm not gonna have it because I just didn't play very well on Grim. But that's all right. We got him done. It's resting time. I think he hit me like 5 times. It's ridiculous. Well, I mean, I just shouldn't have had issues with him at this point. All right, so moving on. That's one of the things about it is like, and as you're playing through like new bindings and stuff, there's bosses that you don't necessarily have a whole lot of trouble with, but just one particular weak go of it, that's just one kind of hiccup, and that's it for you, and that can be difficult. So, all right, about halfway down, once it's fueled up, and you can go ahead and attack again, or you can not attack again. You can dream nail them, and get soul from them. All right. Kind of make him pay while the other one is gone, or while the other one is like coming alive and stuff. Just barely got out of that one without her dying. Okay, so I would have liked to come out of this fight with a little more soul, but you know, keep in mind you can in the corners doing desolate dives is a good way to get out. Hippity hop all the way up, wait for just a second, and then pull out your dream nail, and you can get some soul. My favorite way to do this is to go to this safety one and the safety one on the other side. I call it a safety one. This little platform, and then as soon as he scares you off of it, then you start moving and then go back to the one over here. Send it back through, shoot him once. And a whole lot of this just depends on what he gives you to work with. But I would really try to practice with Umu and in the Hall of Gods, so you can use Umu as a refuel. I'm gonna get yikes. Okay, there we go. And grab me one of those, another one. So I'll be ready for the next fight with a little bit of extra soul. But practice Umu and get him real solid so he can be a more comfortable fight. If you can shoot the flying Nosk as it comes across and is just traveling upward, you can get 2 hits in with your Shade Soul, your Shade Blast. And also, if you have it, oh my goodness, if you have it, it's good to do a desolate dive when he hides up in the ceiling. That way you can use your iframes to escape the stuff that's gonna fall. I didn't. I actually stepped on it anyway, but oh well. All right, and he's dead. Okay. Hornet's Mask, get it out of here. Get it out of here. All right, Sly, let's do this. For Sly, I don't really vary off of what I'm used to. I just use my Great Slash technique. Don't get too far away from him because you want to use his predictability against him. You want to be just out of reach, and he has quite a long reach. But when he does that, you're gonna have to double back instead of getting away. When he freezes, you know he's going to come all the way across at you too. All right. You want to make sure you jump far enough when he does his like twirly whirlies through and like his own cyclone slashes. That you can get all the way on the other side of him and he won't turn around and hit you. So jump forward. Yeah, and now hit him again, or heal if you need the heal. I stay on this one, like if you were dividing the playing field into fourths, right on the tip, there's kind of a incense thing or whatever it is right here. And over on this other side, this little shrine thing. And that allows me to see where he's coming from better. Hit him with some Dream Nail at the end so you can get something out of him. And if you have time to be respectful and bow, that's great. All right. For Hornet, you just want to mostly pogo as she's going to be coming and then run to the opposite wall. And then just kind of keep going back and forth and being ready to jump up and pogo her as she comes across. Now, sometimes when she throws her nail at you, it's a good opportunity to kind of time it and get in there and get a hit and get back out. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. There, get a great slash in because she was staggered. Now I use my Shade Soul to clean out all those and hopefully hit her once, but what it's really for is getting rid of those because they really muddy up the playing field and make her fight so much harder. It's okay if you... Golly, Hornet. So I'm about to run out of soul. And if you do, you'll have to kind of jump up and I'll do it just and try to pogo these. She's doing more of them, it seems like, than even typical. All right. So she's done. She's toast. And that is it for her.